Welcome to Black CNN. I'm your host, Anthony Wright. Now, before we begin, this episode is brought to you by Fresh Balls, the next generation of male hygiene products for your coin purse. So you all know by now that Brett Kavanaugh was officially confirmed as the Supreme Court. The Brett Kavanaugh confirmation was like the OJ trial for white people. I'm sure plenty of Republicans were popping bottles and dancing off beat to celebrate. Now, speaking of people with weird calendars, check out this Australian Firefighter calendar where they pose with animals. Look at this guy gazing into a koala bear's eyes. It looks like this koala bear climbed on his wood and then took a nap. Aggressive mountain goats are thirsting for human pee and sweat. So far, their only client is R. Kelly. That's bad news for hikers, unless you have a fetish. Anthony Weiner will be released early from federal prison. I bet when he gets another cell phone, he won't even use text again, or even eat eggplants anymore. Weiner is now set to be released 3 months early on May 14th for being a model prisoner. Listen, he's not a model prisoner. This is a model prisoner. An emotional support squirrel gets a woman kicked off a flight. She was kicked off her Frontier Airlines flight for bringing a squirrel on board. There was actually a previous incident where a woman could not bring an emotional support hamster on board, so she flushed it down the toilet. Yeah. Airlines ban exotic animals or unusual animals, including rodents, reptiles, insects, hedgehogs, rabbits, and sugar gliders. Now, I don't know what a sugar glider is, but it's hard to get respect in the animal kingdom when your name is Sugar Glider. Missouri doesn't know where 1,200 of its registered sex offenders are. Missouri is the show me state, or technically the show me your underwear state. The only way to make sure registered sex offenders live where they say they do is to have officers go door to door and check. Or they can hire Jehovah's Witnesses. Local law enforcement officials don't know where these offenders are. They should check the Catholic Church or the Supreme Court. Just a hunch. Bill Cosby was reportedly slapped in the face with a prison chicken patty. Let me start by saying this is a fake news article and it never happened. Listen, Bill, just know if you get slapped in the face with a piece of meat while you're in the shower, that's not a chicken patty. Melania Trump says she's the most bullied person in the world. The first step in her Be Best initiative is to send a message to everyone on Twitter named Annie and ask if they're okay. Now, some have called her initiative hypocritical because Trump is doing the opposite, obviously. Previously, Ms. Trump has defended the harsh words her husband uses on Twitter. In quotes, as you may know by now, when you attack him, he will punch back 10 times harder. Which is the same thing Tina Turner said about Ike. According to a source, Casey Anthony is open to having more kids. You should probably start off with a pet hamster and see how that goes. Baby steps. Hope Hicks joins Fox as head of communications. She was the former aide to President Trump. Trump had a couple of nicknames for Hope, especially that one time he named his jerket sock Hopi. And now for our top story of the week. Kanye West tells Trump the MAGA hat made him feel like Superman. So, black people had a meeting. And we are deciding who should repossess Kanye's black card. I think it should be Sway. You know, that actually explains a lot, because he talks like Superman after he's been living with kryptonite. You know, I didn't like the fact that Jim Brown was there, because I respect his contributions and work in black society. But I think Kanye needs a serious timeout. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, guys, I am Anthony Wright. Good night.